Chat, welcome in. The first thing I want to show you is this. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna turn it on in the background, and I'm gonna hold it up so you all can see it. Right there.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, that is not in super good focus, but
No,
it
it is
is very
not.
cool.
It is also like so Sith red, which I think is kind of
Yeah,
funny, but as a gift from Alessandro, which I appreciate.
yeah.
Um,
They told me. They told me they were had made that, had gotten that for you.
I like it at the school.
And they told me not to tell you, but I knew about it, so I was excited to see it.
I'm going to have to figure out a way to maybe have it like be closer in the background, like closer to the foreground, and in some way maybe like put something over the color to mute it because it has no. It goes from 0 to bright as fuck immediately,
Yeah.
which is a little much. Anyways, I wanted to show that off. I've my first piece of like streamer gear, I suppose, or
Yeah.
decor, as opposed to just the house in the background.
House
Streamer
or
swag.
Battle Barn.
Yeah, instead of just Battle Barn or just living room.
Hmm.
All right, chat. We're getting into watching some footage. I'm going to go ahead and pull up what I have up. The first one to watch, which I haven't watched, is John and I haven't really watched in detail. This is just one set of pickups that we did at golf. Did you watch this,
Yeah,
John?
I think I did watch it. Not super detailed. What I remember was that I was letting you outstep me on the from side to side, like beating me on lateral movement.
I just want to point out something right here with my feet closer together. Sven, if you're watching this, and or if you watch the footage later, or someone wants to clip it and send it to Sven, I'm keeping my feet closer together. I'm proud of it. Anyways, continuing on. You did that step around leg wrap, but without the initial head tap, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I don't. I mean, it's good to vary it, right? Sometimes you want to throw the back blade. Sometimes you want to just go straight to J.
I want to see if
Yeah,
I read it or if I reacted.
I
All
could
right,
lift.
so all right, so you bring that back foot forward, ready to spring. I think. I'm not. I took kind of a lateral. I'm very square, like super square with my feet.
I don't think that's bad necessarily.
No, no, not at all.
I think it's good actually.
Was that
Good
a
block
yeah? So
there.
like a wrap attempt or onside?
I think it was a. I think it was more of like a flat snap slash kind of somewhere between a flat and a slot.
Oh, okay.
But then I think I picked my shield a little up too high.
Yeah, just a little because you expected maybe a high shot to the head as a
Yeah, but you
retaliatory
do.
shot.
I think I'm also stepping. I think I'm not reading you're outstepping me on the side. This is what I remember being the problem.
Yeah, the
Is you're
pivot
getting a
step,
good lateral step to get the hook the leg shot in.
and you're following up with the leg shot, but it's shield down at that
Yeah,
point.
I don't think that would have even been hard enough if even it had landed though.
Right, right, because we're both fading out of the center of the
Yeah,
swirl.
yeah, good wrap there.
Thank you. I've been working on the step back inside shots, but the over the head wrap is the definitely easier one. Gulf Wars feels like an eternity ago at this point,
It does.
even though it's only been 3 weeks or something.
It's been like a month, right?
4 weeks? Has it been
Wait,
4 weeks?
it's April. It's barely April. You're
It's
right.
barely April.
We're like a week into April, so it's like a month.
Yeah, a month ish. Yeah, since the
Yeah,
start of it.
yeah. Since the start of it, yeah. It does seem like a life, at least one lifetime.
Yeah, I just want to see where you threw this one. I tried to do the thing where I push your basket across center line in order to
Yeah,
hit you with an offside. But you did a good job of resisting because you rotated your hips back right here, if that makes sense. Like you brought your
yeah,
sword
yeah.
back It's still chambered. That was my clearing shot. That was like, I don't like where I am. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, I just snuck that in as you were leaving.
Yeah, it's good. You found the slot and hit it very precisely.
I find that I like that we're close, and then right as we leave, I'll throw a parting shot, and I feel like I get a lot of kills that way.
I need to do what you were talking about, which is touch my weapons together.
Yeah. Oh, the little clap.
Yeah, or not my weapons, my implements together.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that your acceleration, that your high flat snap. Afshin in our kingdom does that to me a lot. This specific step right here, like a pen step and then a jump to a slot shot.
Is that the shorter? He's a count, right?
Yep, he's a count. Yep, but he will do that 3 times in a row. He has it like where he, like, if you were right here, to immediately throw it again, just launch, throw it again, launch, throw it again.
Yeah.
He catches me on like 2 or 3 depending on the context. And again, it's exactly like you're saying. I should, if I made it a habit to clap my implements together every time, then it just wouldn't happen. Because there's no sneaking the slot through when it's covered.
Yeah, that's what.
Look at
Lachlan.
Who's the human watching us right here?
I think that's Trimaran Knight. I don't know the name.
I remember we had an audience behind the camera.
Yeah. Well, his Jason Drysdale, his Highness Monster Opponent, was like very excited to watch this fight, which I thought was funny because I feel like we fight all the time. So I was like, is this really noteworthy?
We probably don't fight all the time in front of other people. That's all right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think keeping feet close together allowed me to pivot and take deeper steps. With as much leg length as I have, it makes it much easier to get into the back.
Yeah. I think I need to do a little bit of like a probe step to get you to try to move one way or the other and then counter your move rather than just going straight forward.
Right, yeah. I think so.
Feel that out a little bit.
Kind of.
That was my note. That was my big note for myself after those pickups. And then I think watching the video, I feel similarly. So.
Did you watch these? I haven't had a chance.
I have watched these not super closely, but I've like gone through these.
Kind of like in the back. Okay.
A lot of times I'll just put fighting footage on in the background, like if I'm talking to someone, just chat with someone, I'll just like need something to, because I can't do one thing at a time, you know.
Yeah. I mean, of course. Yeah, I mean, I have
2025
and a phone in front of me right now.
Yeah. Just scrolling TikTok while we're doing the stream, of course.
Ooh, that thrust went wide. Oh, it's a long video. Okay. I'm going to watch all of it.
This is your video.
Yeah. You say that like I know the length of videos I put out there. I don't know. Put out a lot of stuff. I just know that I condense it down because otherwise it'd be way longer.
That was a good leg.
Oh, it's good leg. Very clean.
Little leg chop. Yeah, front blade too.
Yeah, the foreblade. Let's see it again. Right here. So this, oh yeah, you can see the shield just caught right here. Probably took the edge off the shot for the offside. And then I like that he looked for the offside right here. You see, like guy in red, right here. He like right there. There's that like I'm going to hit you offside. I don't know what's happening with his sword. Oh, it's down here. Okay.
Yeah.
So
generally, that'd be a good time to throw an offside when their opponent's sword is down.
That's a great time to throw an offside. But the wherewithal to be like, oh, you think the offside's coming to your shield is punching across.
I think you can see him see it there, right there. He's like, oh, look, the leg is right there.
Yep.
And then just like
pops
it in the leg.
Smart.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that doesn't.
Does he do the same thing? Oh,
he does the same thing. Okay, yeah.
Copy pasta. Yeah. Actually, that.
Good block out on the sword there with the shield.
This time, this is with the other one was tippy, anyways. This is like
this one is right in the meat of the sword.
Oh, okay. The counter was that thrust.
Yeah.
But it just moved the shield from the looks of it. It didn't really.
It's shield and then goes wide.
Yep. That's an interesting idea. Thrust through that shield
Yeah.
slot. Pop.
I bet he figured. I bet he realized that he could hit the leg after that first time where he almost got it, and
Mm-hmm.
then
Oh, like
that's why he does.
hey, this guy's vulnerable on
Yeah,
the leg.
because he's getting that. The point of the heater was floating up. I think is why he was able to get that.
Hello, hello. We are in fact nerds. Hopefully everything's going well. In the what's the name of the neighborhood? The canton of the street name.
Oh, the Andersonville Canton. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm proud of my camera lens here. Chat, if you don't know, I bought a new camera lens for this year where this is a zoom cam. I'm normally like halfway onto the field compared to the crowd. And I felt like for champs specifically, I should not be where the marshals are. And so to not be a problem, I bought a lens that can zoom in
No, this looks really good.
a lot more magnitude. Yeah, I think the last few times I filmed it was too far away.
Yeah, your wide lens you had at Pennsic, I think, last
Mm-hmm.
year was not great. I think.
Yeah, way too small.
But this is a lot better.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, nice.
You see how he pulled a hand back to get that the short stick. Oh,
Mhm.
who's
You creppin in the red-ish orange,
okay?
and
That's-
I don't know the name of the Trimaran.
I didn't know that was a. Is that Crepin's normal helm?
It's new as of like a couple of years ago, so like relatively new.
Was he wearing it at Crown when you were fighting him?
Yeah,
Okay, he had a full different kit. I don't remember this kit.
definitely different tunic, probably.
Okay, I don't remember the helm, but I wasn't paying super close attention to the helm.
Yeah.
Today I pelled a few hundred shots on my left with
Nice.
a very heavy stick.
Which because or what was your thought on that?
I want to do more two stick
Oh yeah,
in the upcoming year. Oh my dog! Very
I figured
excited.
you'd be focusing just on your best stuff, getting ready for Crown, because that's pretty soon, right? Like about a month.
So I'm not gonna end up fighting this year.
You're not gonna fight Crown.
Yeah. Alex had an opportunity where her work is paying for her education, like expanding her education, and paying for a few certificates. And so we both want her to take advantage of that. I think that's a very smart
Yeah,
career
that's
move.
totally smart.
But I was like, do I want to find another person? Because I could. And like, she was like, yeah, go find somebody, fight with them. And I just like, I went through it a few different options in my head. And there were just, I think I would personally be a little sad to not do it with Alex the first go around. Even though it would be, she was like, yeah, you can get experience and then kind of show me how to do it better on second time. But there's a part of me that's like, the kind of the romanticized version, I suppose, of like
No, I
doing that with your
totally
partner.
get that. Yeah,
And so
that's
I was like,
kind
oh,
of the idea. Like,
I kind of wanted it to be, a partner co-op.
yeah, no, I think that's cute.
And so I was like, you know what? I'll bow out of this one. It was one that I was like, I know who's fighting in it, who's contending in it, and I feel pretty good. Like I should pretty, not that I will, because anything could happen in the fights, but I think I would be top 4 and in reasonable contention for this crown.
That's kind of what I would. That's kind of what I was thinking too. For you specifically. So.
But that said, there will be other crowns, and I hope to have a long career ahead of me. So, because of that, I was like, maybe I'll just try two sticks for the next couple of months, just for funsies, like during the heat of summer for tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
I also made myself the rectangle shield that Sven was talking about. It's a little bit larger.
Oh, yeah.
Basically my teardrop, but with corners.
With corners?
If you can imagine what the purple shield right here, just adding in the rest of the rectangle. That's all.
Okay, yeah. How do you like? Have you tried that yet?
Yep, it's very good in some ways. I hate peeking over a corner on two sides.
Huh.
If that makes sense. Like the front corner that is defensive is also something that I have to work my sword around now.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Well, the
used to-
shields work about two ways. Is the thing, right?
Yeah, I'm like gutting out my sword from them. It was very awkward. I didn't love it. But it is what it is. John, side note, do you know Is this is historic, right? Like abs on armor.
I believe so.
I have always wondered that. I don't know. I thought it
I
was a
feel like
Hollywood thing, but it could also very much be a traceable thing. It is okay. Cool, cool. I
I
was
was gonna
just curious.
say chat right now. It's early period. Okay, yeah.
Is it early period? Okay, that's cool. Like Bronze Age.
You're gonna get yourself one of those.
No, no. John, I'm good.
You have the real ones.
I
What you're
got, I
saying?
got, I can show mine off at the.
You have you have abs at home.
Yeah, I have abs at home. Yo, that's it.
This is Monty Bro,
Mighty
David.
Bro, David. Yeah, yeah. Didn't you fight him in a pickup set?
Yeah, I got to do some pickups with him. It was really fun actually.
Yep. I remember his footwork was very good when we fought him
Yeah.
at Penzic like a year and a half ago, whatever.
I felt better about my fights with him this year than I did whatever that was a couple years ago at
Yeah.
Penzic. So
Well, the temperature is like 20 degrees less or whatever.
Yes.
It's significantly better.
mhm.
That Penzic was rough. I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember it. I remember how bad the heat was. Like it stuck out in my mind.
Especially at that roast tourney.
At that roast night, like I laid down in between every round and just laid there.
I do remember thinking that you seemed a little more out of it than normal.
I was like, I cannot handle this heat in this kit.
That was good. It was, I mean, he got first, Dave got first, and then me second, you third. It was a good.
Yeah,
It was a good fighting day for
The
us.
only rose tournament that I guess either of us get the
I
fight.
fought two now.
Did you fight
I
the
guess.
second one? I don't
Yeah, I
think I
fought
watched
well,
the second one.
I did. I didn't do as good the second time.
Oh, okay.
Did you You fought the rapier one a couple times, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I never fought the rapier because the first year I went to Penzic, I was already a white scarf. So
I fought the rape ones many times. The first year I went, I think Toro won.
yeah,
And
'cause he
then
wasn't a
Death
white scarf.
won, and some other like heavy hitters. Yeah, that Marshall did notice, did peek over their shoulder and was very gracious to allow us to watch. All right, Chad. I don't know much about Madu as far as I just know that there are 2 pointy ends. You use it like a skinny shield, and then you find that like hip point underneath the shield. But I don't know what else what are the other options with Madu, or if that's like the core of the kit. Do you know anything else, John?
I mean, I think personally, like I know fighting against a Madu, I actually tend to worry more about the top spike than the bottom spike because, like I want to close in on them because then you deny the tops, and then they just have it. Like once you're close on them, right? They just have a less good shield, but they can uppercut you in the jaw with the top spike.
Right. At any point, they can dagger you.
So I kind of try to put my basket / forearm into their basket and just kind of like smother it there. And then work it from that point. But it's also Madu fighters tend to be a little bit thrustable because they don't like the shield doesn't like their, like you can kind of stab down the center.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
you can do that, or a good like test on lower level Madu fighters is to just do a thumb lead to their Madu arm, especially when they don't have a shield, they just have the basket, right?
Right. Do they turn
Because
your fist out?
if they don't turn and face out, you can just thumb lead their forearm.
Yep, that makes so much sense.
But I've only fought it a couple times. Like fought with it a couple times. It's a style that I think I would like though. But
thumb lead. I think about it in the context of thrusting, but let's see. Let's do this.
also like basically a short, a kind of a wrap.
Yeah.
But not a big loopy wrap, but just sort of like a very forward wrap.
When you come forward with your sword arm and have your hand high, your thumb is. People call it thumb lead because your thumb is positioned inside and forward. I don't actually know why it's. Because I also know that as from the same thrusting position. Like I thrust. This is a thumb lead thrust or a thumb lead wrap.
Yeah. So a thumb lead wrap would be it's kind of your thumb is leading the hand, right? Because the back blade is going first.
I guess in my head it's like either. Do you think the like execution of it is different? Like thumb lead is more Sven styled, versus a little bit more loopy for the traditional,
Yeah,
like
that's how I think of it.
J hooks and okay.
I think of a thumb lead is the way that like the Sven guys do their left hand
Yeah, yeah,
when they do that
almost like
step in.
the drop into play and use your hips.
Yeah, and so I think about when I do like that to like a forearm or something, or body's forearm or something. I think of trying to throw it the same mechanic that they teach.
Mm-hmm.
So Sven also will call it backblade to backblade. It's like the back. You're kind of you're putting your hand out slightly, and then the backblade is leading the movement. But most people call it a thumb lead.
I really enjoy the feeling of the like manipulating the weight of the blade.
Yeah.
Look at this
A couple.
bendiness. He got
I
his
still don't know
hand
why.
not quite to the offside, but
Mhm.
it's impressive. What are you saying?
It's like it always. This is coming from my rapier background. It surprises me that more people don't just stab people when they're on the ground.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like it's so easy to just face stab someone when you've legged them.
Because you've maxed out. You're maxing your range.
Yeah, you're keeping it safe, and I at least try it a couple times. If they look like they kind of know what they're doing, then I do the traditional like smother wrap or whatever, wrap their head or their body. But um, this is Wilhelm from Atlantic,
Yeah, it's
right, with
Wilhelm.
the white shield.
Yep. He's the red shield. We had a event this past weekend, which was Arthurian Legends was the armored side, and he was one of the legends that you can only hit in the head to kill. And I felt pretty
Okay.
good because I got the that inside thrust, like open that up,
Oh yeah,
kind of the
of course
uppercut
you do.
thrust.
What was the like? What was the character?
There's
Do
a
you remember?
list somewhere, but I don't remember off the top. There were each person represented an Arthurian legend, and so like
Yeah.
Randall you had to fight him short spear, and you could only stab him in the leg twice, and that was your goal. He can kill you, however, with the short spear,
Okay.
which I thought was fun.
Maybe he was the green. Maybe he was the Green Knight.
I felt pretty good about that.
Hmm.
I was wondering if when I was watching this, I didn't know if that hit him in the back, but it looks like he got enough of a block on it.
It looked like a good block.
And that
Not
one
that
was
one.
the one I was like,
That one looked like he blocked it better, but he didn't.
I know that's exactly how I. That's why I wanted to kind of. Oh, I see.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. The hand's too
Definitely
forward.
not. Yep. You can see
Yeah,
the.
you can see the stick flex.
Yep. Chat when you in sorting in general, but for sure in armored, if you can get your basket past the line of their defenses, in this case their blade, all the power comes through. You do that also to the line of the shield, but by the time that turns over, you can see how much flex there is in that blade. That hit.
It's wild how much your hand flexes when you go slow
Yeah.
the video down.
Yep.
Because it doesn't seem like it would flex that much.
Look how much it knocked the head forward. You can see
Yeah.
the head to the arm ratio.
Mhm.
Bro was like, "Yep,
That's
definitely
satisfying.
that. Good shot." I wish I had footage. I got Randall in his legs. I was proud of myself
Nice.
because I watched him beat a few other people. Because 2 leg shots is honestly hard with a short spear.
Mhm. Yeah, with a spear. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, with the 6 foot spear. At that same event, I did. I don't remember what it was called, but it's like 7 different weapons that are matched, where you have a second who's handing you the weapons, and you can pick an order of the weapons, but you're always running to your weapons, and it doesn't matter what the outcome is. You immediately run to your weapons and go, which means if you're fast enough, you get to run behind them and just like, hey, you're dead, you're dead.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it goes from like giant weapon to small weapon. It was the way we ran it. It was like pole axe, great axe, Dane axe. There's a short spear, and then to your one-handed like mace, one-handed axe, one-handed sword.
I really like this knight in the with the deer. I liked his kit. It was good.
Was that
The
the
stack. I think he's a duke from the mid realm. I can't remember his
Ooh, that's
name off the top of
pretty.
my head right now,
Look at that.
but that's a good.
Boink.
I did pickups with him at Beltane's last year when I was there.
He is from Midrealm? Okay. Thank you, chat. Do you know their name? Perchance. That's a sweet kid. Half Checky, half deer. Duke something
Duke.
someone. Yeah, Duke question marks.
His name is Your Grace, I guess.
Yeah.
It is nice when you know someone's title and you don't have to remember their name.
That is true.
You feel like
Duke,
Grace
your
when you know
grace.
Duke Your Grace. This is other Golfred, right?
Yep. This is other Golfred.
Doesn't he have like a weird nickname? Funny nickname.
Speedball.
Speedball, yeah.
Twitch. That's not the drug. Don't TOS me. I just remember this one being a long one. And it doubled out. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Good thrust of the belly. I didn't know if that was enough.
Yeah.
That's good.
I guess it wasn't.
Oh, there's that leg. Yeah. Thrust of the throat. Oh, okay.
Okay, good. Good press there.
I don't know how to do Irish pronunciation.
What
Culla
is it?
McCormack? Not a herald. Not a voice herald for sure. I guess I'm technically a
Is it
herald.
Kellack or Kelly or something?
Chat. Does anyone know how to do the Cowlick? Thank you.
Kellick.
Cowlick McCormack. Cormac, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, thanks, chat.
That whole sub-segment of names is so deceiving, where you're like, there's so many consonants, and the word is relatively easy to pronounce.
Yeah.
Where it is. Awesome. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, what was that? Oh, and swapped over fencing. Okay.
Gross. Fencing.
Fencing. All right, what was this? Is this the...
Reckonaut.
Oh, yeah. This was Squires tournament.
Yeah. I have watched through this video, I think, actually.
Let me see if I can... Yeah, chat. I love that we have an interkingdom presence here. We've got at least 3 kingdoms represented, as I'm Atlantean and John is Ansteorran.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have Meridians, which is awesome. I would love to find a way to get more integrated into the other side of the world. Specifically like West Kingdom and their crew.
Like you mean, yeah, westward?
Maybe Outlands. Like a lot of the just like harder to intersect with.
Nova's been in chat before, I think.
It's true. That's true. What were you doing here during this?
Me? I think I was packing my tent.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And then I fought the rapier battle while Maggie finished packing the tent. I packed my stuff in the tent, and then we swapped because she was helping with the novice rapier tournament, I believe.
Chat. This is the Squires tournament that happened at Gulf. The format is triple a limb, and one of the cool things about this particular tournament is that so Atlantia hosted this particular one, and when Atlantia does a Squires tournament, the prize is a scroll that's signed by every knight present. So they'll walk around, and anyone with a white belt on, they'll ask them for, hey, can you come sign the scroll?
That's cool, yeah.
Which I think is a neat tradition. I don't know how many times Atlantia has run it at Gulf, but I think it's the first time in a while. Probably since pre-pandemic. And yeah, this was on Sunday, daytime. Was Sunday or Saturday?
Friday.
Was it Friday?
It was Friday.
Pack out day.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, we were supposed to leave on Saturday, but we left on Friday.
Yeah.
So this was the last day.
But it was during the daytime when a lot of people were packed out or packing out. So the crowd was thinner.
Yeah.
And this is part of the herd, right?
That's Antigone.
That's Antigone? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, the Madu fighters are herd fighters, generally speaking.
Yeah, that is Ethelyn. That's Sven's squire. I think there is a reasonable argument to be made that Madu is a good style for people who are smaller and maybe not quite as big or strong,
Mm-hmm.
because they can't quite get overpowered as easily because they have the two pointy ends. So if someone tries to just kind of smother them, they can still just stab them in the face.
Yeah, that's true. It seems like it's good for like for making up some of that range difference.
Yeah, yeah. That also is you have the long point to do
Mm-hmm.
um, working from the outside. It favors mobility too. So if you're a smaller person, do you lean into the mobility part of your fighting?
That makes sense. We have Song up front here. I don't know who they're facing.
That is oh, he's from Ansteorran. He
The
has one
one
of
of
those
Oceans.
Sighart.
Sigard. Okay.
Sighart, yeah.
Song, I think she's claimed by both on Atlantia and Meridies.
Oh, if he
But she
like
plays
lives
with both.
southern, kind of lives on the border-ish,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Does, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, southern Atlantean, northern Meridies.
Correct. Yep. She self-claims as both. So I
Nice.
run with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah, it's fun to
Oh,
play
that's
multiple
cool.
games.
Made her a Legion of the Bear. Is that the AOA or the GOA? I don't know.
I think that's GOA.
Is that GOA? That's a fucking cool
Is
name.
it the one that's specifically for melees? GOA War, yeah. Because
Oh,
doesn't
it's an.
Meridies have GOA for tourney and GOA for melee
That's neat.
for armored fighting?
I didn't know that was a thing. So GOA for melee.
Yeah.
Is that true for each level of award? Like, there's a separate tournament and melee track, or is it
Well, they
just
can't do that for
the
peerage,
GOA?
obviously, but
Sable Sword is turning. Okay. I just think
so
of
if you get knighted, do you
Mhm.
usually is it usually end up with both of those, or like do you end up with just one of those GOAs? Like what's the tradition?
That's a great question. Let us know, Evil Pig. What's the groups are voting order? Oh, like it's rare that someone gets made without being in both, or is it rare that they get made with both awards? Without. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Correct with that.
Yep. It makes sense in the well-roundedness of the player when it comes to
Yeah.
peerage. Nice.
And Onster only has one. Can we see that again?
Yeah, I was like, that was a nice hip shimmy to pump low from Golford.
Yeah. Oh, he gets some like
Look at
big
this.
step on this too.
So he pump high. Gets the reaction of the high shield. Gets a good step out. Oh, okay.
Nice.
But it hits flat. I was like, why? I didn't know why he called it back.
Why is that flat?
Yeah, sort of.
Ish.
It's not quite
It's ish.
backblade. And I think he was trying to
Eh.
go full backblade. It probably felt flat in the hand. Yeah,
I don't think it was as flat as he thinks.
maybe.
I mean, good honor, like either way, right? You know.
Exactly. I think you're doing the right thing in that regard. Try and make calls the best you can. that, however, was
Oh
not
well, that didn't. That was definitely not flat.
and not subtle. Yeah, that was pretty.
She has some really good shoulder fakes.
Yeah, that one. There wasn't even much like in terms of setup, right? So like the setup is right here. He
Yeah.
pumps. I think he pumps
Yeah.
in a way that sells lower, like this line down here.
Yeah. Well, especially against a round shield like this, the guy he has to honor the leg.
Yep. You can see him getting completely faked out by the shield gets faked out, and then the line down the middle is just wide open. Boop. So good.
Yeah.
Nice. Good bonk. Good bonk indeed.
So actually, a few weeks ago, I guess Lachlan was watching one of these videos, and he sent me a screenshot of Golford, and he's like, "Who's this Squire? He has a lot of potential."
That's funny.
And I was like, "Oh, that's Golford."
Yeah. He does, in fact, have a lot of. You should send him a video of Golford beating my ass 3 years ago. 3.5 years ago.
Oh yeah, Lachlan would like that actually.
I think it's kicking around. You just send him a clip.
Mhm.
I'll see if I can find one and send to you after.
Nice offside leg there too.
Yep. Yeah, he does that same pump, but runs to the outside leg. I can't actually, like, if I'm in B range, his B range, I can't stop him from hitting me. So, like, I have to delay it by being in my C range, so that
Yeah.
yeah, it's like his hands
Yeah,
are so fast.
C or A is better because especially against an opponent who's fast, faster than you.
I have no one to be in B range with, Golford.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you shouldn't be in B range against anyone, but not that I'm guilty of being in B range plenty, but
This is where him and I have talked a good bit, and he knows it's a thing to work on, but like coming into this with a little bit more like a plan in mind. Because right here, it feels like he's just throwing his combos that he knows well, right? Like that's like
this is where I think that I mean, he's a white scarf, right? So he's a good rapier fighter. I think he could I think he could just stab him in the face.
Oh, 100%. Like that,
with
like
from a little farther out. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Switch his right to right foot forward. Do the little shield tap. Get him to pick the shield up, and then poke face.
But I think the main issue is less the execution and more the planning of the action and interaction.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
That's a good point too, actually. Yeah.
Like I think right now, like the way he's moving to me, it's like I'm going to throw the combos I have and look for an opening, not create an opening through my actions and then exploit that. And I think that even though sometimes the results look similar, the methodology is a difference in tournament results.
Do you think he does that in general? Like he needs to work on that just in general, or specifically against a grounded opponent?
No, in general, I think that is his biggest weakness by far. Which is not, it's like mental, but it's like tactical, I suppose. That's the right word. Strategic.
The way I was describing, I was describing a fighter to someone the other day, and I was like, it's like they have 3 buttons to push, and they're good buttons, but they just push those buttons.
Yeah, it's like you're spam pressing buttons on a controller. Yeah.
Yes. Instead of having a dynamic, like, I'm going to set this up here.
Yes.
They're just going to spam these 3 buttons. Correct. Or whatever, how many buttons it was. And 3, like 1 to 3, right?
Yep.
And there's some pretty good fighters that have that problem, I think, and have good results with it. But... and this was a rapier fighter I was thinking of, but
you're correct. Like that is, I think some of the like I'm not sure what to do exactly with this particular opponent. So instead of probing for information, it's more like let's throw some of my combos that I know, just to see what kind of reaction I get, as opposed to like let's do small subtle pumps, see where they open up, consider their gear, and then beat the opponent that's in front of me, which is harder to do. It just is like
it's a very
different skill set.
It's what separates, like having those good buttons, those good combos, right? Is not horrible, right? Like that's a good place to be in.
That's a great thing. I was like his skill set, I think right now is tighter than mine for sure.
Yeah,
like the movements,
but like his mechanics,
they're just tighter. Yeah. They're faster. They're tighter. Yeah, he has an offside leg. I don't have an offside leg, right?
Yeah, no, he's very technically sound. I think he's
just implementation in the moment.
Yeah.
That's good. It was Ethelwyn, right? Ethelwyn. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She's left-handed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So she puts the Madu in her dominant hand.
Why not swap it up?
So you want your Madu to be on your opponent's sword side.
Because that hip shot.
The hip shot, and then you can fake you throw the Madu, and then they overblock to that side. Yeah, exactly like that, right?
Like that. You got
so if the Madu was on the other side, she couldn't have done that. So it's better to have the Madu. So she'll switch. If she fights a lefty, she'll switch the Madu into her other hand. And that's the thing that the herd is big on. They call it hand matching, I think. It's the same way that they do sword style. They always they go lead to whatever their opponent's offside is.
That makes sense.
Same thing with the Madu.
I was thinking that watching her fight, she does a pretty good job of being light on her feet and keeping measure pretty well.
see that again? So he gets leg and then he gets head.
Yeah, I want to see that again. Leg with arm follow.
Does he call arm or is it because the head doesn't look good? Is he calling the arm?
I think he called the head by
The
body
head?
language. I don't know. I don't remember.
Do you think it looked good though in the
I
video?
thought I thought he hit tip, kind of like a tip cut as opposed to power coming through.
Yeah.
Interesting bit. The person with two stick is plays the foam game, amp guard
Oh, amp
that
guard.
Sven and Herd crew
Oh, okay, yeah,
play,
yeah. That
and
makes
they're
sense.
apparently one of the like a high ranking amp guarder, a warlord I think is what
A
the title
warlord. Yeah,
was.
yeah. Okay.
And that like they very rarely play stick, and it's like one of their first forays into trying rattan combat.
That makes sense.
So they know how to fight for sure.
Hmm.
I was like watching the move. They generally speaking very much understand fighting, and just translating their skill set into a slightly different mechanical set.
Yeah. Well, and fighting against a good two sworder, especially these ones that come from Amguard, is like its own. It's like kind of its own skill. Like to
Mm-hmm.
fight against this style. So he's not doing it. He's not leading with his left, which is not the way Sven would say to do it. But
It's also like I think Golford had many opportunities just to thrust,
yeah,
either the uppercut to the face or fake that and just drop the tip and just the belly's right there. Like you can
yeah,
throw pretty hard into that.
just a center line thrust.
Mm-hmm. Because you can like thrust for the face and drop the tip last second and just kind of, I suppose, body the body, right? Like you can really put a
So
little
if
bit
you
of
like
heat in it.
throw at the basket and they pick the hand up and then you just drop to the
And then
face too.
drop to the face. Yeah, exactly. Just a quick disengage. Exactly that. That's
That or a leg. That's the other thing. Which he did hit the leg, but he just got hit for it. But
yeah, that was a clean hip shot.
yeah.
Nice shot from their end. Let's see. Oh, Atlanteans beating each other up.
Who's the purple?
He's one of our southern fighters who's been has been a long time fighter.
Mhm.
Kind of fights what I would think of as like traditional Atlantean. Goes with a kind of
Yeah.
larger strapped.
Larger heater, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Eckhart is very traditionally Atlantean.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Honestly, both these fighting styles are going to be similar.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Nope, call for got him.
Both slightly shorter fighters too.
Yeah, yeah. I guess Eckhart kind of falls in that a similar boat. He's not a particularly tall human.
No, yeah. He's maybe a little taller than me, not much. If he is. These are both
Inter-house
Sven.
battle.
Yeah, both Sven Squires here. They definitely fight a lot because they're
I'm
local
sure.
to
I'm
each other
sure
too.
there's an amount of familiarity that's like comforting and terrible all at the same time.
Yeah. You get into the weird shit when you get that familiarity.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Like you and I fighting rapier especially. We do
Yeah.
some weird shit for sure. That is not recommended for most
No, it's
occasions.
very. It's like its own meta.
Mm-hmm. Escalating.
Yeah, you and Drew, that would be a good example of the familiarity.
Have you all fought a ton as of late?
They just did an Iron Ring fight like on Saturday,
Okay.
and it went 6 fights
Oh,
because they had one.
like double,
They
double,
had
double,
one
double,
double. It was a
double.
best of 5, and then they had double.
Oh. Oh, okay. Your rival, a nemesis.
Everyone's gotta have a rival, nemesis.
A rival in my head invokes Pokemon
Yeah,
in my like.
that's what I would think of the same thing too.
They always pick the counter element.
Hmm. Do you think we're rivals, Boomy? You and me?
I think we have evolved past that point and are like frenemies. Is that the right word?
Frenemies, frenemies. Okay.
No, I don't. We definitely have a rivalry.
Yes, I agree. I
But
think we're just friends who like to be competitive with each other. But
yeah, yeah, it feels more that way. Although we now have to dethrone Mike.
I know, motherfucker.
Now it's us against Miguel. I knocked him out in a Rose tournament once. I think I can do it again.
You knocked him out of two Ansteorrans,
Yep, yep,
actually. The finals, and then the other one that was when it was his birthday.
yep. That's true. I don't know if that one counts. He was 18. I was also a baby fencer, and he didn't know how I fought. All those things are kind of hold true.
He was actually in practice back then, though.
That is true. He was way more in practice than he is kind
In
of
better shape.
generally now. I think it's the finals.
I kind of feel like if you and me had to fight Mike again, we would kind of wreck him.
I don't know. We could find out.
I feel like we would not like. I don't know. I feel like I underestimated him slightly. Was my bad? Was my part of my problem?
I need to figure out how to manage my all rivals like Midoriya and Todoroki in My Hero Academia. I have not watched My Hero Academia, so I
That's
don't
some
know the
weeb shit. I
reference.
don't know about that.
Oh, some weeb shit. I mean, I'm down with an anime reference. It's not that one. Hit me with one from a different
Hmm.
series. All right, I want to watch. What do I want to watch? The Meridian Rose. This is Ravine. I pulled up all the Ravine battles,
Hmm.
mostly because I wanted to find the like and subscribe
Oh yeah,
and tally, and then I want to record it for myself. Is this Meridian Rose? Yeah, okay.
Meridian Rose.
This is the finals.
We're just gonna watch the finals first.
Is it the finals?
Is it the finals?
I don't know.
This is fighting
I didn't get to
three.
watch it. I was at
The rapier. This happened right after the rapier one,
Mm-hmm.
and so we were still up the field playing pickups and
Yep,
stuff.
yep. We were just at the field. I didn't get to watch or film this one.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that was a good shot.
What? What happened? Did he just happen to be to hit him during an off balancing moment?
I think he tries to step that way, and then this gets hit, and then he just goes with the momentum.
Does it hit him? I don't know if it hits him.
I think that hits him.
I think
Maybe
it
not.
hits sword. You see how like the
You
blade
think
is here?
you think he just blocks it and then falls over?
Yeah, I think he blocks it, but the extra oomph of the hit like knocks him.
Mhm.
You can see how much
Yeah.
that.
Speaking
Goodbye.
of some anime bullshit right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. That it's anime looking. Honestly, from both people, sort of impressive. That's Duke Connor of GA Sun. Duke Connor. Duke Honor of Georgia. Oh, the son of Duke Honor of Georgia. I think it's not. Is that what you mean, chat? Oh,
Okay,
also,
yeah, yeah.
Oink.
Do you remember? Do you
You
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Boomy? Sorry.
I was gonna say, Oink. Which person are you referring to? The great weapons or the sword and board?
I think he means the black and yeah, the sword and board, black and red shield. Do you remember the one golf? There's a Golf Wars where there's this like young kid who was hanging out with us. We were hanging out with Jason Drysdale,
Mm-hmm.
and he kept talking about like how he thought some other fencers were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that day?
What's some more context? Is that you
Let's
said?
see. We were at Golf Wars. We were under the Ansteorran BFT by the gate, and he was there, and he was like talking about how he thought John the Tall and I think Victoria was her name,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. That's
He was talking
John's
about how
partner.
they were, yeah, super good,
Mm-hmm.
and he was kind of talking a little shit to us about how he thought they were better than
Oh,
they were
this
like the
was which
best.
what year? 2024.
This was 2019,
Oh,
maybe
19. Oh,
a while ago. Anyway,
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
this is that same kid.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Glen Albin.
Pretty
Oh, I
sure,
see. Thank you.
pretty sure that's the same kid.
That's funny. That's small world. That's when that was the year that I knocked John out of the Rose tournament.
No, that was 2016. You read that?
Oh, really? That's that far
Yeah,
long ago? Man,
that was that long.
that's so long ago. It's about to be
That was
another.
9 years.
That's almost. Yeah, I was gonna say it's almost a decade. Christ. Are you
We're old,
sure?
man.
I felt like I wouldn't have been
I'm,
good enough in 2016 to knock out
that's
John Tall. I'm
that's
pretty
why I
sure
was.
it's
That's why
19.
I was. Oh no, not John Tall, not me. Okay, I thought you
No, no,
said me
no,
out
no.
of the
I fought I knocked
John the
out
Tall.
John. They were there one
Oh,
year. I think it was 19, and
I think that was 19. Sorry, I
I
thought
knocked
you
him
were
out of
saying
Rose.
you knocked me out of the that you didn't
No,
knock
no,
me,
no,
but you gave
no,
me a loss in the revenge tourney.
no. This is specifically. Um, I
Or do you
had
fight
to
John the Tall?
fight him into Trimaran Master Matthias, who knocked me out, the lefty.
I think that was
That was 19, almost a
2019.
turn
Yeah,
ago.
that
Yep.
was 29. That was like 29. You were correct about that. Sorry, I mixed up which
No,
John
no,
you were
you good,
talking
you
about.
good. Is this the finals? This is Wilhelm and Rollo.
I don't think so because neither of them won. So
Oh, okay. This is another like. Also, spoilers, John. Jesus.
spoiling a tournament that happened a month ago.
Yeah, spoiled. What happened? So he.
I think he just ran in on him and then he stepped on his foot.
Oh, okay. I was like, it did not look like Rollo was off balance, like hips or anything, but that makes so much more sense. Right here, as he goes to
Yeah,
step back, that messes with his balance.
yeah. This has happened to me before. Someone stepped on my foot.
Yeah.
Maybe even
She,
against Wilhelm before.
he's also already off balance a little bit because of that. And it
Yeah.
looks like now Wilhelm turning is throwing him a little bit more. So this foot slips out a little bit, his right foot, as his
The
balance is
grass
coming
was
back.
so there was such loose grass everywhere that
Yeah, yeah. I like that Rollo's everywhere. That herd go.
yeah.
He's been working hard, very dedicated. Nice,
Yeah, no,
nice slot. Look at that. Look at the distance in
right in the eye.
between the sword and the
Yeah.
shield. That's a small slot.
Whenever Wilhelm used to be local to me before he moved out to
Yeah, yeah.
Frontier, right? So my goal whenever I fought him was to just never let him stab me. I was like, I don't care what else you do,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just not gonna let you stab me in the face.
That's a good. That keeps your weapons together.
Yeah. I feel like I appreciate having him because it made me learn to fight against great weapons pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
and now I feel
Yeah.
really comfortable against it.
He's one of the more well-rounded great weapon like pole users
Yeah, I
as
agree.
well.
Yeah, because he's got great point work, and then if
Hmm.
you get close up on him, he'll just fucking throw you
Yeah, he just shove you. Yep.
because he's
Back to
giant
range.
human,
Yep.
giant human.
Yeah. It's true. There's footage of it of me attempting.
Yeah. Rolo is also a pretty giant human, so I would have thought he would have. But
It's all relative, right?
it's all
Like
relative.
Rolo looks small compared to Wilhelm.
Yeah. Ro's one of those fighters where he's definitely getting a lot better, but I don't like letting him hit me whenever I do pickups with him because he hits hard,
Oh, does he? He's
and
like
I'm
in
like,
general.
I don't want you to hit me.
Oh, left-handed against that is terrible.
Yeah, I might consider yielding at that point if I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Random pickup. We'll come back to that. All right. More of the post pools. Do you remember the greatsword user from last year? I think that you fought
Yeah, in the pool.
in the pools. I think it was after
Yeah,
pools. Was it in the pools? I don't remember.
I think I only fought a great sword fighter
I
in
think
the
it was after
pools.
pools because I remember it being in the larger field, not the small field.
You sure?
No, I'm not. I would actually trust your brain more than mine
Oh yeah, I was gonna
in
say,
this
but
particular matter.
what about it?
That's not the same human, right?
I think it might be. I think it
Is
might
it the same?
be.
Did they have that kit? They had a different kit, right?
I remember fighting a like a great sword samurai, like Japanese armor
Yes.
fighter.
Yep. But I remember the kit being somewhat different.
Hmm.
We could look it up, I guess.
We could go check because we have those videos.
Yeah.
I could even look it up while
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have this.
Like, you want to look it up? I want to keep watching this one.
Yeah.
Let me know if it's the same human. Yeah. John's my stunt brain for dates and then for specific fight matchups.
I have at least one use. One role I can provide.
The exchanges, I remind him to stay hydrated. He's chronically dehydrated.
I'm not. Okay, whatever.
We've gone over this. Guy with a shield that's only been fighting. Oh, that's pretty solid. Look good. I guess that means they're Meridian. Oh, nice wrap. That's good pump fake. Pump fake to kill. Duke Kearns from Florida. Okay.
It looks like the same. Looks like the same fighter to me.
Same kit?
Really. Yeah, it looks like the same. It's definitely the same helm.
Okay. Hit me with the I remember the kit being black. Like more black.
Yeah, it's definitely reddish. Okay. I can hit you. Let's see.
You send it to me and Discord. Just message me in Discord.
Yeah, I'll just message you in Discord.
All right, we're gonna see if this is the same human. Chat, you can help us figure this out.
Yeah. It looks like it's at about 450 or so. 451.
Oh, that's a Discord channel. I don't want that. I want the. There we go. 451. Was it in fact in the little list?
Yeah, I was in the list.
See, Stunt Brain.
There's
Relying on
also-
Stunt Brain worked. No, definitely looking like a similar kit for sure. Okay, maybe I'm remembering this piece being different. The skirt, but it's a similar helm. Basically the same helm in the outer. The under looks like it's changed up, but that's cool. Do we know where they're from? The Greatsword guy?
I do not.
I don't know if you remember from fighting him last year.
Dr. Pepper is mostly water, chat.
Tight,
It's the first ingredient.
okay.
The first ingredient.
All right, chat. Does soda hydrate you, or is it? Because I think we can generally agree that it's probably not as much hydration as like just water, right? Like we are in
Sure.
general consensus for that.
Yeah,
Well, does it
sure.
hydrate you like 50% of water? Does it hydrate you 90% of water? Or is it just like, or there's something in it that doesn't make it equitable for some reason? I don't know. A net to negative? Okay.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think it is either, but I don't know what the percentage of would be. That's a
So you're still
great
putting
science
water,
question.
like you're still getting water into your body, so it can't be a net negative.
Right, because caffeine vasodilates, I believe. Beer has more water in it. Oh, like more water than sodas. I think
Soda,
so.
sure, yeah, yeah.
I believe that.
Beer might be better. Beer is probably better for you than soda, actually.
Yeah, I think it actually has like, um, aside from the poisoning, like probably more nutrition,
Yeah.
like actual nutrition.
Hmm.
That's true. It does depend on the beer.
And obviously, alcohol, like any amount of alcohol is pretty bad for you.
Yeah, the poison
Like
part is
it's a poison. It's carcinogenic, I think.
yeah,
So, but
but it's good. We enjoy it. So thick. What? Hold on. What? What is happening here, chat? What is this? Does anyone know why there's this door here? Y'all see
the
that?
back of a throne, I think.
Is it? Oh, okay.
That's got to be the back of a throne, right? It definitely just looks like a door. You're
It
totally
just
right,
looks
though.
like someone has a door here. What is happening? It looks like someone wanted to just put up a like it has a war door shield and just made out of a literal door.
Door. Mhm. Like one of the doors from Monsters Inc.
Maybe, yeah, I know, right? That's exactly. I'm like, why is that there? I think you're right. Probably a throne. Nice fight.
Did you only fight in this Rose tourney once, Boomy?
Only once.
Only once. Me too. Only
Wop
once.
wop.
I got top four, I think.
I think I top 8. I got knocked out.
I think
8
you
or
got top four
6.
actually.
What?
I think it was four. I think
Was
you got
that
top
top
four.
4? I don't remember. I again trust it in default to use stunt
Yeah, it was
brain.
four. It was because you got top four to both the rapier and the heavy Rose tourney same day.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. I remember talking about that.
Sevens.
Because you knocked me out and then fought Brad.
And I fought Brad, yeah. And then Wilhelm knocked you out.
Mm-hmm. And then
And then he
fought
fought.
it
It
to
was like
win.
this guy with a little buckler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? That was that the guy who got knighted? Like does work for Darkwood?
I think he might be knighted now. Yeah.
Yeah, he got knighted this year. I saw him.
Yeah.
Uh,
He might
I
work
don't
for
I don't
Darkwood.
know
I'm
that he
not
got
sure.
knighted at specifically
At that war, but
at golf, but
yeah, that was 2 years ago, right? That one.
yes, 2 years ago.
You got knighted. Yeah, you were in knight last golfers.
Good fights, good fights. Look at people being better year over year.
Hmm.
I'm loving it. Rolo and their journey toward
Yeah.
Wilhelm before getting knocked out. That's a cool kit. The blue and white. The
Yeah,
Crusader
I agree.
E.
Yeah.
Crusader esque. In my
I try to
head,
hit
I can picture their tunic in a USA.
it. Oh yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's awesome. That's a sweet
Oh,
kit.
that's me.
I just picture like
Nice.
the back of that tunic. Like you can make it red and white, and then put the the stars on the stamp. How long have you been fighting armored? I was like, that's a sweet kid. Too long. Is your shield made out of aluminum?
It looks like wood.
Was it wood? Wood. Okay. Nice shot. Made that helm. That's
That's cool.
gnarly. Yeah. The shield looks heavy. I don't know if it is, but like the way it's moving, looks like it's on the heavier end of center grips. I suppose it depends on the type of wood and density
You
and all
use a
that.
plastic shield, so
Yeah, that's true.
you would think that. Oh, I thought you blocked that. I thought you blocked that.
Was that was it like a prior injury?
Well, that looks low, actually.
That was
Not that you
definitely
blocked
low
it.
because the impact hits right there on that knee.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah. Although the foot does get picked up. Oh, that sucks. It sounds uncomfortable to be inside the helm with a. Oh, I see. Yep. I was gonna say you lifted your leg just a hair, even though it probably would have been low, even if you kept your leg down. But I also get why you get called on it. That does make sense. Yep.
That is fair.
I get it. Who are you squired to, if I may, out of curiosity? Crown defense one. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, I see. Them coming up to you, Master Joffrey. Okay. I don't know if I know them. That's cool. I just made myself a shield that looks very similar to yours in shape. Have just a rectangle now. And they started you close. I guess that's restarting back to where you had started originally, right?
I assume that's the idea, I guess.
I mean, I can't imagine fighting with a split nose. Like injuries inside the helm suck. When did you get tagged on? Let's see. Okay. I'm a hopping offside.
Offside.
Yeah. Almost like a slot offside.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you felt good. I was like, that's a substantial amount of weight to lose and then move around. Yeah, anytime you want to send footage, happy to discuss it. If you wanted any feedback, at least our opinions, for what they are worth,
Yep.
happy to, just in general. Oh, that was so quick.
Is this person a white scarf?
I don't know. Yeah, I think
Or do they
so.
just like is that just a favor? You think?
No. Oh, hold on. Look at that. I think that's a favor.
I think it might be a favor.
Yeah. I thought it was a white scarf as well. There's too much like favor markings on it.
Hmm.
And it doesn't look like any sort of kingdom regalia.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's I wonder if that I guess Meridia's has the black and white scarf, right?
Yeah. So just a white scarf with other stuff
So
on it
that's
would not
not
be.
seen as like a kind of a more of a faux pas
Yeah.
in that regard.
Certainly, this would be kind of frowned upon in Ansteorran to do something like this.
Yeah, I think Atlantia would also be like, "Hey, wear your favor
Yeah.
on your belt,"
Yeah.
as like
Belt or left
a
or
nudge
right arm
nudge.
even maybe would be okay.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Yep.
Ansteorran are probably more likely to be belt, though. I think.
That's
But we have
it.
such a long tradition of the white scarf, so
That's interesting to think about. This shot.
it
Wow.
is does Atlantia though. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just has everything to do with look at the bend on this. Boop.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's crazy. It's crazy how much that flexes.
Hmm.
That's funny.
He got
Boop.
a little shield on that too. It just didn't matter.
Yep, doesn't matter. Not with a blow high to low like that.
Hmm.
That's a cleaving blow right there. In games, you know how like sometimes you can hit multiple opponents with a cleave? I
Oh
expect
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I picture that in my head.
Yeah.
A big pole person just slashing through multiple people.
Yeah.
What a fun event. I had a blast. I'm excited to go back.
Just go for it in general.
Yeah, war in general.
Yeah. I used to feel like I liked Pensic a lot better than Gullforce, and now I just feel like I still like Pensic better, but I appreciate Gullforce for its differences.
I feel like they're different enough for me to think of them as separate things.
Yeah,
One is
that's kind of where
Pentic, one is an SCA event.
yeah, that's part of it too. Gullforce is like a really good big SCA event, and Pensic is Pensic.
Pentic is Pentic. Fool's War. What's the one? What's the big one in Meridia's? Is that MTA? Is that what it's called? The one that they like the Meridian guys keep inviting us to.
MCA is like the
MCA.
rapier. It's just a bunch of rapier tournaments.
Okay.
Yeah,
MGT? Maybe it's that.
I think that might be the heavy version of that same
Oh,
event.
okay.
And then there's also Castle Wars, which is the same weekend as BAM, which is why I would never go to it, but
Castle Wars. Okay.
which is like a big weekend event. Kind of like it sounds like it's kind of like BAM.
We should rally in Meridian. Like you and I should rally in Meridia's at some point.
I
Intentionally.
agree.
I think it'd be fun. Just plan one.
I think I think the MCA rapier one would be a good one to go to.
How
They
big is
ruined-
Fool's War? Is that like a few hundred? Is it like that size? Or is it we're pushing thousands? 800? Okay, so pushing 1,000. That's pretty solid. That's like a slightly smaller War of the Wings.
Mhm. Yeah, we should definitely pick an event in Meridias and go to it. And it's kind of halfway between us. Like
Exactly.
Meridias
That's what I was thinking. Like it'd be fun
between
to.
our kingdoms. Yeah.
Yep. This is.
This is the field battle, I think, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's the
field
field battle where they kept rotating. There was no lanes, and
There's
we're
no
looking
lanes.
at mostly Atlantia on the right side, and it looks
Mid realm.
mid. Yeah, because Ish is there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oops, I'm looking at.
I'll go back a little more. Oh, that guy's already like okay. I don't know why it caught my attention, but I was like looking at the people on the ground and seeing how they defend themselves. If they die like the defensive way that we're taught, or if they die in other ways. It makes me think about chat. If you haven't done it, dying defensively is terrifying because people can just still fall on top of you and pile on top of you, and without anything like hitting you in terms of like sharp things, the amount of pressure coming down can be damaging. And I say that because like last War of the Wings, there was a pileup with like 3 people fell on one person, and they broke a couple of their low ribs, and had to be carted off to a local hospital. If I can help it, I will never die defensively and just scoop myself off the field.
Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like. I know they say to do it, but I'm like, I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna get
I'm going. Yeah.
brutally
I don't
shoved
mind
and
getting
get
hit
myself
again. I don't mind like no, that's fine. I just don't want to get crushed.
Yeah, I just don't want. I just don't want a Wilhelm-sized person to fall on top of me.
Yeah, yeah. And it's true. Sometimes you just have to. It's rare, but it does happen.
Yeah. Well, with spear, it's a lot less common to have to do that though too.
That's true. I've done it a couple of times if I'm in the scrum on the bridge,
Mhm.
and especially if I like grabbed my dagger and just chose to go be part of the scrum.
Might be more fun than getting fucking shot a bazillion times.
Yeah. If you're stuck in a gate at Old Castle, I'm not sure what is that like a place. It's an Ansteorran thing. Oh, I see. Oh, I got it. Here at golf, yeah, the doorway. It's the same thing at the Rochelle doorway, or that snow barrier thing as well. You can definitely just get stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the Atlanteans go. Bunk. The way it used to be. Are you gonna come spear with us? Become part of Spear Squad? Like maybe for Pentic.
She's talked about it a little bit at some point.
Come join us. Yeah. It's fun.
Pretty fun.
It's fun when we're not sitting on the hay bales chit-chatting. And even that's kind of fun, to be honest.
When we're not talking about catching boulders from the
yeah. We were definitely like some of the scenarios suboptimal this year because we had way too much time to like fuck around.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if someone caught me sprinting and falling on the rapier side.
That was pretty funny.
That was really funny. There might not be any video, so it only ever lives in memory.
Yeah. No, Margaret got mad that we did that, right?
I heard you was like you caused other people to follow. I was just dorking around.
And like we had already won the war point, so what the fuck? Why we just having fun? Also,
but I think it's funny that they followed.
I also don't know that we didn't pin that side back a little bit.
That's true. This person right up front with the I guess the javelin, Pilus is the Roman one. I love it. Pilus? Is that the word? I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
I do think it would be fun to ultimately make more projectiles to throw. Just eat.
Yeah. There's a knight in Ansteorran who has like a bunch of throwing axes that he keeps like strapped to his back of his shield and just throws them. Pretty fun.
Yeah, just you know what I should do is just go get bring my crossbow into battle. To fucking shoot you. But look at you in the face when I shoot you, really.
But if we should be on the same side the next.
That's true. That's true. Pentic, we're gonna be together.
It's maybe what do you call it? Purple year, right? So
purple year. Maybe that's what I do. I just take my crossbow and I'll be the crossbow person for the squad, the spear squad.
Oh, yeah. That'd be fun.
Alex and I in the back with the crossbows.
I think it's that we need someone to have a shield.
No. Move your feet. We'll be fine.
Shield and melee is still fun sometimes.
Shield is fun. I think actually Shield is more fun in those the football.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The football game. What is it called?
The more
Allied Champs.
Yeah, the Allied Champs. Yeah. The more skirmishy the battle is, the more I like Shield.
We say Spear Squad, but we actually just mean like friend unit.
Yes.
Chat, what I'm saying is I would like to have a friend unit. It is fun.
You can still call it the Spear Squad even if there's a shield, I think.
Yeah, we do just call it a spear squad. Hey,
And it's
at
mostly just
us.
crossover rapier fighters fighting heavy.
Look at us
Wait, do you
exist.
see us? Oh, I do see us. Wow. Look at
We
that.
do exist.
There's the Spear Squad.
Spear squad. You're in the back. There's Kato.
Yeah. It's just the one where we lost Slav.
I don't remember if it's I thought no,
No,
there's
Slav's
Slav.
right there.
Nice.
Slav's
Look at
right there.
that. We all
Green,
exist.
green home.
Like, I think on the next quarter turn, next rotation is when we
Yeah.
lost Slav. It's after this one.
There was one battle where Bart came up to me and was like, "Do you want to have fun?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Sure." And
Yeah.
we just
And we
followed
ran.
him, and then I never saw Slav again
Yeah.
for like half a day.
Yeah. I don't know. They should back up at camp
Yeah.
at some point. Yeah. People poofed off the field. I mean, I guess it's not far from camp, which is nice.
No. One of the reasons I like our camp spot.
So good. It's a dub. So many holds. So many holds. There we go. We get to fight.
I think I fought every war point but one this year. I think I missed one heavy battle.
I missed the two.
You missed the two, yeah. I just still did the rapier one.
Yeah. I had to miss for Diamond, which I would rather fight in town. That's how it goes.
Yeah. You should try to not fight in Diamond next year.
I think that's one way. I'm gonna like request to like to the one of the bigger problems is that I'm one of the like consistent people who show up.
Yeah. But there's like this year, like I guess Marguerite could have done it, right?
It's true.
They
Fallen.
should have done Marguerite. They should have done Marguerite Gulfred as a team.
That would be so cute.
I think Atlantia did that with Ari, and Sibylla. So not
Oh,
Atlantia,
Trimaris.
Trimaris. What am I
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Trimaris.
yeah. I got you. Same colors. I get it.
Same colors, nautical themes,
Different kingdom, but yes.
different kingdoms.
Oh, did I tell you I got a couple of GoPros? Chat, look.
Oh, nice.
I got a couple of these cameras. I'm gonna pause this a second. Chat, check it out. We got these fancy Action 4s in. I bought a bunch of batteries, and I'm going to weld a metal case that I can just plop the whole camera into and record. I think that's my plan.
Oh, it's Madeline over there.
Who is it?
Oh, it was a Ansteorran Knight. It was farther down.
Your SCA father?
No, her real dad.
Oh. Oh. I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's what I figured. You came up in the side, so I figured you'd have a bunch of SCA dads.
And an SCA daughter, too, now. Oh, Jason and Xerxes.
Yeah, Xerxes.
Xerxes just died, I think, though.
I watched the transition into them. Look at all the dead on the ground.
Mm-hmm. A lot of those fighters could get out.
I kind of like the stepping over people. There's an aspect of it that makes it feel real.
Yeah, no, it is pretty cool.
Like it being slippery and bodies in the ground, like that's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all part of the recreation
I
part
think
that you really don't
best-
actually ever get to experience otherwise in life.
Yeah, The best was that one Woods year, the Woods battle where it was raining.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. Where we took
That
our
was
like
pretty cool.
band photos.
Yeah.
Oh, our album covers.
Hmm.
That was good
And then
shit.
that random or that lady that gave us a ride back in her van.
Yeah, so good. They had no
I was
shields
gonna
and
say
asked
random
fighters not
lady.
to roll, so the other side was on them. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, that is the downside. Is you do got functional charges when people are dead on the ground, which I totally get. It's a mix and match of like good and bad. We did the full um, swirl, the armored swirl, the armored field
Hmm.
swirl specifically.
Yeah.
I found this when I was peeking around. This is
Hmm. Built swim.
yeah, but this is specifically herd cam. Although I don't
Yeah.
know why. Why is the we have
Why
the
is
option
it
of
only
360p.
what the fuck heard? Come on.
Why
Maybe I
did
should do it.
they record?
It, mi- it might have been because it was live streamed or something.
What's it? Oh, it's like it's recording right now, and oh maybe like you mean like oh hey, there's
Is you
me.
and
Who
who
I
are you fighting?
fight? Rag.
Oh, Rags. Fighting Rags.
I want to see.
I would have actually liked to watch that fight,
Same.
even if it's in. Just pretend like we live
Yeah.
in 2007 again.
Yeah. Yeah. This is how I experienced the internet when I first found the internet
Hmm.
back in dial-up days.
That's how you watch porn, all
Yeah, but
pixelated.
you'd have to like so you have to load from the bottom up or the top down, like the page at the load, and so it'd be like
Oh,
lines of
interesting.
pixels slowly, and so you
Hmm.
got like anticipation instead of all this fucking Gen Z 4 monitors.
Hmm.
You gotta scroll TikTok while you watch porn. It's all fucked up now.
He looks so much taller compared to Rags. But he's not tall. He's like my height.
Was
Maybe
that
a touch
acknowledge?
taller.
Was that acknowledgement? I think I hit him one
Did
clean
you get
one
stabbed?
and then one off the side, to my
Hmm.
recollection. I don't remember it was the first one that was clean, and I can't tell
He
in
is not. He is not trying very hard right now.
no.
He's standing completely upright.
You are 100% correct.
Sometimes, if he's particularly bored, he'll just have the sword there, but he'll just only fight with one sword. Like he'll just fight single sword, and the sword
Oh
else will
yeah,
just
yeah. Just
hangs
does
out.
half of it. He 100% tries a little harder after I hit him once, and he starts to try harder.
You know, that was more real. That little step. I mean, even just making him try harder is like a good achievement.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I couldn't touch him last time. He just kind of pinned my sword to
Yeah.
my head and ran at me. I was like, well, I'm just going to die here, I guess. This set was a lot better. I remember him telling me last year to cycle my blade out and like be better about my feet and just not letting him pin, like be a little bit more vertical with my sword. And so that's exactly what I
Yeah, that
did.
makes sense. Oh, because you were reaching out with your sword, he could
He could
control it.
pin, yeah, because I was pointing too much with the tip.
Hmm. Yeah, it makes sense because like stabbing, like the two swords are. It's not that it's easy to do, but they are slightly more susceptible to being stabbed than anything
Oh,
else.
very
So
much so. It's
it's
not
hard to
slightly.
not like have that in your head and have your blade point and creep forward.
Yep. it's that into the cut to the leg, right? Those are your kind of
Yeah.
go-tos to
Yep.
beat a two sorter with consistency.
Face stab or leg. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still not like someone like Rags. It's not easy. Okay.
Barry, Barry, what the fuck, bruh? I just want to
That's
watch
really funny, actually.
Barry just putting the entirety of his arm in front of the way. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. I just want to watch me and Rags duke it out.
I imagine there's a tripod or something. They're just not paying attention, I guess.
Yeah, it was just there. It was just a GoPro up in the air. It was
Yeah.
not subtle. I very distinctly remember I could make both Rags, all of the herd kind of do this. They trigger with a clear, like, because they put the guard in front of their face. They're trying to clear you with the blade that's in front.
Yeah.
And to clear the outside. And so I was just disengaging and uppercutting the thrust. And it worked really well against not Rags. Because I hit him once, and then
Yeah.
after that, he was like weaving and bobbing way more like a boxer.
Mhm.
And so the only other time I touched him was glancing.
Yeah. No, that's about my experience. Is like, and I like that there's like that there's different levels of their style, so you can kind of practice, see what's going to figure out stuff to work and try to get to work against Sven and Rags. But
Definitely.
it's definitely a whole other level, though.
I fought Barry, I think, before that.
I think I had stumbled across this video also, but I thought the quality was so bad that I didn't bother looking at
You
it too
didn't
much.
watch. Did,
It's
what,
nice that you decided to go back to Adult Swim too, though.
did they live stream it? Is that what happened?
I think Antigone live streamed this, and I think that's why the
Oh,
quality is
okay, yeah.
bad.
That would make sense as to why the quality is. Because the connection wasn't great at the mall, anyways.
Yeah. I think it's better to just film and then post later, like you did.
Yeah, yeah. So check this out. This thing I was just talking about the trigger the clear and thrust of the face. I just remember doing that a few times against Barry, where it's like, okay, I have this on lock. I know how to do this. And I remember it because it was so difficult to hit Rags with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Like that one, yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's like small disengage to the leg. As now they're thinking about the thrust. They're like, oh, I don't want to get thrusted, so drop shot to leg. Right, you see the punch out.
Mm-hmm.
And once I got a couple of the thrusts in, I was like, okay, I can do this. To most two sorters still. It's not the skill didn't go away. And Barry's come a long way. He's like climbing the skill tree with two stick for sure.
Wasn't he like primarily a spear fighter?
Mm-hmm. It's probably. I think this is. I think he fought sword and board, but his spear I think is his best form.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of videos, like instructional videos on spear that I've watched a couple of them.
He's certainly like most well known for it as well,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Chat. I can only take so much of the Minecraft. One last one. Let's see what this is. I don't even know. This is just there on Tally Channel. I wanted to watch it. How do you say that name? Cygnus
That sounds right.
and Fabian. Two dukes that I don't know, but I wanted to watch
The
because
Duke and the Green is from Ethelmark. I fought him a couple times at Gulf Wars, at Fenzik and this last Gulf Wars too. He's a fun fight.
I just kind of want to watch how other dukes from other kingdoms do their thing. And trying to throw that wrap with that shield on top of you is hard. Oh, buddy, that shield was so high. I thought he was gonna go higher and aim for ribs or hip.
Yeah. Just put that into the arm. I don't. Is that? I guess that did land.
Yeah, yeah, and he got shoved in the process.
He might have been able to put that into the armpit. I guess he was getting
I think
shoved,
he
but
should have thrown the hip.
yeah.
Although when you're falling back, is West Kingdom Crown? Oh, okay. It was like when you're falling backwards, it's not really tenable to necessarily to choose
You
your
get
your
you get what
selection.
you get.
Yep. Okay. That's cute. Can we in some way involve an orange stick and or pant? That looks very cute.
What?
Alex made the chibi of
Oh.
Dominic,
Oh, nice.
and she sent it to me. He has won 16 plus crown list. Christ, that's so many.
That's a lot easier to do in the West, but
Is it?
they have 3 crowns in one
Oh
year.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's right, and I knew that.
That's why all of the most of the like all of the records for most number of crown wins are all held by Western Dukes, I
That
think.
makes sense. So in a career,
Like
you have 33% more opportunity.
yes.
Yeah.
It also means it's like a less of a commitment to do it, right?
Yeah. Per reign. Yeah.
Per reign. So
8th month.
yeah, like I think Jade had the record for a long time, and I think it is now held by Duke Uther. Um, but I would not quote me on that. I don't know the number. I just know that it was one of those two guys.
Duke Uther. Um, Let me see if I can. Can you see this, John? I want to open it up for you.
Do you want to look at the stream or on the
At the stream.
Discord? Oh, nice.
Does that? I was asking. Alex was asking me if this invokes Dominic, which I think it does. I was like, you just need an
Yeah.
orange, something, orange pants line, or like, he could maybe put pants on head, or an orange stick somewhere.
Okay, if you just had like an orange stick sticking up or something,
Like
or
that's like the main thing that's missing.
Mhm.
Also, his hair is a little bit more buzz. I think one of the small things.
like a little more side buzzed.
Yeah.
I need a picture.
Uther has a 17, Jade at 22. Okay. Man, those are some records. Whew. Yeah. Next time we have Dom on, I'll have him use that. John,
Yes,
what's the next event you're going to?
I'm going to Coronation this weekend,
Oh, cool.
and there's a big
Exciting.
heavy tournament at that event, so it should be good.
Is it a particular format?
I think it's round robin pools that lead into a bracket.
Okay.
Pretty sure. And normally we have King's, so it is King's Champion, right? And normally the winner is picked as champion. But this year, His Highness, who will be stepping up as king, has said that he has already picked his champion, and that he just wants this to be a big tournament. He's like, there's going to be a really cool prize, and he's trying to get as many fighters to fight in as possible. Because a lot of times, a lot of knights don't fight in King's Champion,
I see.
so they kind of let like the up and coming fighters have
Mhm.
it. And so he's trying to be like, hey, I just want this to be a legit tournament that doesn't have like a big obligation to win, and so hopefully it'll be well attended and it'll be fun.
That's cool. That's dope.
Hopefully, I'll do well. We'll see. Trying.
Yeah. Go win you some prizes.
Yeah.
I What am I attending next? I think maybe something called Missile Madness, which is like an armored event, but with a focus on the missile parts of it. So a lot
Oh,
more.
nice.
Like there'll be combat archery and everything and so
hmm
forth. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be
Maybe
fun.
I'll try to get some footage of myself fighting this tournament this weekend, and
If you can get the footage of the kind of the end of the tournament, that'd be dope. And some of you.
yeah,
Hopefully, I assume you're going to be somewhere in the end of it. Hopefully.
we'll see. Well, I'll do my best. But
Chat.
since there's no rapier tournament, I might be able to get some people to film for me. So help me film.
Oh, there you go. You got your the crew to film. That's what you have a cadet for,
Mhm.
right?
Exactly.
Look, the sides are growing out.
Oh yeah.
Chat, my sides are growing out. I've been trying to grow them so that they can tie back in, and it's probably at least until Penzik before they get that length.
Yeah. Getting shaggy.
I look weirdly shaggy on the sides now. 'Cause I've had this undercut for so long, for so many years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to have it tie back in, and I can rebuzz it hopefully right before Pentic, and I'll get that undercut again. At least that's the plan. Yeah, it is. It is awkward. Like it's just short of being able to tie in. So right now when I go to grappling, I just have like fluff on the side and everything else tied back. Like you can see like the main stuff tied back, so there's like fluff on the side. But future me will fix this. It was fun hanging out. I thank you for hanging out and watching some Armored footage as we do. Your chibi is super fucking cute. I keep looking at it. I should be looking this way. We'll put your chibi on the other side. Pretend I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
It's the worst when it gets long enough to get in your eyes, but not long enough to pull. Yes, exactly. How often do I stream? I try to stream once a week on average, and then post the VODs after that. But it really depends. If there's a lot of stuff going on, event-wise, that I'm out filming a bunch, I'll probably stream more because there's more footage to watch. And it sort of just depends. There's not I don't have a consistent schedule. This is all a hobby and for funsies, and a chance to hang out with friends online and talk about things we talk about anyways. That's all there is to it.
Just sharing our conversations.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, it's like this is the kind of stuff that I think John and I would hang out and do anyways, or have done anyways. We're just doing it here on stream, so people can hear how we think about fighting and then just the random other things. I have considered streaming more than other contents like gaming stuff or whatever, but I haven't really put too much investment into it just because life is busy. I have stuff going on. Maybe I'll make a video out of making the metal helm for this new camera. Chat. For those who didn't get to see, I got a couple of these new cameras, these GoPro type things, the Action 4s. And I want to weld this little box for it. So it's like this on my helmet. On not my current helmet, but I have another helmet that I want to weld it to. I have a couple of extra helmets. And that'll be just a melee helmet with the cam.
That'd be cool. It'd be nice to see what the footage like that from that looks like.
I'm hoping like my head doesn't go all over the place because I'm constantly looking around as a spear person. Like, oh shit, are they gonna stab me? Oh man, am I gonna get shot? Am I gonna get charged?
Yeah.
So hopefully the footage doesn't look too like a squirrel like ducking my head around. But we'll find out. I don't know what my habits are. I'm inside my own brain, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, of course.
Chat. Thank you there in the internet. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Have a good night, friends.
Bye, chat.